Cody Hampton will throw the first ball on hometown cable this year. And he'll get 6 pins with it. Calvin Castine at the Bowl Mart Lanes, just outside of beautiful downtown Rouse's Point. As a strike for Mike Garcia. This is CVAC High School Bowling. And Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougars defending CVAC Boys and Girls Champs. Being visited today by the AuSable Valley Patriots. So looking at the A teams. The first match of the day finishes, we'll be moving to the B squads and then over to the girls, or girls second and B squad third. That was the 9 pins there for AJ Osborne, and for the Cougars, avoiding the split was John Fortin. Fortin leaves just the 6 pin. Looks like he had a late drop on the 10. Going for a spare and missing it was Osborne. And here's Fortin. Fortin, or as we old timers would say, Fortin. Picks up the spare. Stepping up and throwing a quick ball coming out of nowhere there. I didn't even see him in the shadows. Was TJ Rock from AuSable Valley. He gets 7 pins. Brings up Turner Cecina for the Cougars, and he also gets 7 pins. Here's Rock going for his spare. He covers it. And now we'll have Cecina going for his spare. And moving up for the Patriots is Howard LeBombard, their top bowler. Cecina gets the spare. There's LeBombard. This game being played on a Tuesday, originally scheduled for a Monday afternoon, but AuSable Valley had I believe, a high school concert that evening and had to reschedule. But unfortunately for us, nobody told us. So we showed up here, and Jeremy Winters said, sorry, no match tonight. Let's see, that's for the strike for the Cougars, that was Bayshard. That's Adam Bayshard. And let's see, Rock picked up his spare. Up for the Patriots. Lombard picked up a strike, a spare. Here's Nate Stafford. And here's Caleb Hampton. Hampton gets 7 pins. Looks like a doable but tough spare. Now Stafford got the 1-3-6, looks like. He picks off the head pin, and that's it. Now Hampton, you got that little split in the back to try to pick up, and oh, nice try. Trying to send a 1 into that back pin. Didn't work, but a good try. Caleb Hampton. Now here's Cody Hampton, carries a 187 average, top bowler for the Cougars. And he picks up a strike. And we move over to Mike Garcia with a 127 average for the Patriots. He knocks off a few pins. And that'll bring up Fortin. Fortin carries a 175 average, 18 handicap. And Fortin leaves the 10 pin. There's Garcia. Garcia going for the spare. Left double wood. He got more than it looked like he was going to get with that one. They had a weak hit, but it just dominoed into the other pins, and he was able to get 8 out of it. And Fortin misses his spare. And here's A.J. Osborne. Osborne carries a 133 average. Fortin, I think we said, a 175. Now Turner Cecina with a 178 average up for the Cougars. Lefty. Leaves the 4-7. Here's Osborne. Osborne going for the 10 pin, and he will curve and miss it. And another person trying to throw a straight ball, and he picks it up. Because Cecina has the habit of moving over to the left, being a lefty, so we don't always see what happens with the ball. 6 pins for TJ Rock. Let's see, Osborne we said a 133, Rock a 135. Here's Bayshard. Bayshard gets, I believe, 8 pins. Yes, gets 8, and Rock gets 8 for the frame. Bayshard carries a 173 average. Rock, as we said, a 135. Now Howard Lamberton will be up next. Here's Bayshard going for his spare, and he covers it. The Bombard with a 167 average has a split. It's like the 8-10 split. Now here's Caleb Hampton. And Hampton leaves the 6-10. Lombard going for his spare. He'll pick up 1 with the wood. Caleb Hampton with a 176 average. Cougars all have good averages for the A team here. 187, 175, 178, 173, and 176. None of those are anything to sneeze at. Those are all good averages. And a strike here for Nate Stafford. Now we got Garcia leading off the 3rd frame, and a lot of 6-10s in that lane today. We're on lane 13 and 14 here at the Bowl Mart. Cody Hampton looking to put it in the pocket, and he does. He gets a strike, gets a double for Hampton. And going for the spare and just picking up the 10 was Garcia. Now Osborne for the Patriots. Osborne gets the strike and gets us over to Fortin for the Cougars. Fortin has a split. Looks like a 4-6-7. Now TJ Rock. That's a baby split. Looks like maybe a 5-7. Well, Fortin gets the wood, gets the 2 pins. Now the baby split is missed by Rock. Over to Turner Cecina. And Cecina with a strike. Should point out the Cougars have a new coach this year. Here's a split for Osborne, for Le Bombard. Split for Le Bombard. Jeremy Winters, a fine Woodman of the World field representative, is the coach this year. Bayshard, he leaves a split. It's like a 4-6, and Le Bombard gets 9 for the frame. Le Bombard had been, Le Bombard wasn't working on a strike. Bayshard puts it in the gutter, so he gets 8 for the frame. Stafford here is working on a strike. The 3-6. Here's Caleb Hampton. Strike for Hampton. How does he bowl so good? We found out his secret right here. The fat-free variety. The team all sips from the same jug too. They all drink plenty of milk. Jeremy Winters growing up next door to the Gagnon Brothers farm. He Got his team drinking milk. There's a strike for Mike Garcia. Cody Hampton working on a double, gets 7 pins. Hampton going for his spare. He picks it up. Nice ball by Cody Hampton. Now AJ Osborne leaves the 8-pin. Now over to John Fortin. In the pocket and a strike. Nice ball by Fortin. Osborne going for the spare. He's got it. Turner Cecina, the lefty, up for the Cougars. Cecina working on a strike. And he doubles. So double for Cecina. And there's TJ Rock, and he picks up a strike. Adam Bayshard up for the Cougars. He strikes. That's 3 strikes in a row for the Cougars. There's LeBombard. A strike for LeBombard. So that's 2 in a row. Both teams have 3 out of 4 bowlers here in the 4th frame with strikes. Everybody has marked. And Caleb Hampton leaves a 3-10. Nate Stafford working on an open after, well, actually had a spare, I'm sorry. Had a spare, and he leaves, looks like a 3-10. Hampton leaves the 10. Stafford misses them both, so he has an open here in the 4th frame. Looking at the scores, looks like a 235 to 294, so 59 pin lead for the Cougars. As Garcia gets 7 pins. There's Cody Hampton. And Hampton picks up the strike. That'll be an open for Garcia. Fortin waiting for the pin setter. He's working on a strike. Hey, looking for the double. Nope, he'll leave the 3-6. Now, AJ Osborne. Ooh, looks like an 8-10. Left the 8-10. And Fortin picks up his spare. Osborne shooting at the split. It's 9 pins for the frame. Cecina. Leaves the 7 pin. And next door, leaving just the 3 pin, is TJ Rock. Now Cecina going for the 7. It's the tough one for a lefty. He picks it up. Rock will pick up his spare also. Time for a swig of milk here. There we go. There we go. Fat-free milk, too. The Bombard with a strike. So it's all yours there, Adam Bayshard. Baychart leaves the 10. Now Stafford up for the Sentinels. We're in the 5th frame. We're completing the 5th frame. Baychart picks up his spare. And Stafford will miss his by an inch or two. There's Caleb Hampton. Working on open. He leaves the 10 pin. Brother Cody Hampton. Twin brother Cody Hampton with a strike. And Caleb Hampton will yank it to the left. Fortin up for the Cougars. And he leaves 3 pins. Mike Garcia gets 8 pins. And missing the back pin was Fortin. Garcia with a slow pitch there. He stuck on his thumb, I think. It's a little embarrassing and a little painful. There's a lefty Cecina. Looks like he got 7 pins. And AJ Osborne up for the Sentinel, for the Patriots. He gets 6 pins. Cecina strikes. We're in the 6th frame. Osborne going for a spare. He will leave 2. Left to 2-4. Baychart leaves the 3-10. There's TJ Rock. Rock leaves 3 pins. Baychart gets 9 for the frame. Rock lefty 1-3-9. So he's got double wood on the right side here. Picked up the double wood, but left the 1 pin. There's Caleb Hampton. Leaves just the 4 pin. Howard LeBombard with the strike. Hampton picks up the spare. Nate Stafford will complete the 6th frame. And he leaves a 3 pin. Hair got in his eyes, I think. There's Mike Garcia. Garcia with a gutter ball. Garcia leading off the 7th as Stafford looks to complete the 6th, and he does with a spare. And getting 6 for the frame is Mike Garcia. Let's check that score, 472 to 394 at the moment. Cougars increasing their lead. Here's Cody Hampton. And he gets the drop. He gets the strike. And he's happy with that drop. A.J. Osborne up for the Patriots. Leaves just the 2 pin. waiting for the pin setter here on 13 as Osborne goes for his spare. He'll pick it up. There's TJ Rock. And there goes John Roberts. Get that pin setter going. Rock gets 9 on his first ball. And Rock will pick up the spare. All right, now we are set for Fortin. And he leaves the 1-2. And Fortin picks up his spare. Howard LeBombard for the Patriots. He leaves a 3-pin on his first ball here in the 7th frame. The A team has fallen behind here. The B team is actually moving faster than the A team. And that little delay we've just had with the pin setter is not helping matters. 9 pins here for Cecina. Bombard will miss his spare. Cecina up for the Cougars. And he will pick up the spare. There's Stafford for the Patriots. Stafford leaves the 1-3. And Bayshard for the Cougars. Right in the pocket. Ooh. Everybody oohing and awing on that one. Stafford going for his spare, the 1-3. He will pick it up. Now here's Caleb Hampton. He's working on a spare. Leaves the 4-pin. Cody Hampton up in the 8th frame, and he, whoa, almost had a 7-10 split. I'm sure he's disappointed because he'd love to make a 7-10 split on Hometown Cable. Caleb Hampton misses his spare. There's Cody going for the 10-pin. And he picks it up. Oh, another thumb ball there for Garcia. Fortin up for the Cougars. Another thumb ball for Garcia. He gets 3 for the frame. No, he gets 4 for the frame somehow. There's Fortin, the double wood. Got the 2-8 along with the 4, and he gets it. Nice spare by Fortin. Osborne with the strike. Said he's excited about that one. Here's Cecina, the lefty, who stands in front of us on this lane. He gets the strike. And Rock up for the Patriots. Rock leaves the 9-pin. Bayshard for the Cougars. Bayshard with the strike. So it's at 6:25 to 5, looks like 5:01. So the Cougars have a substantial lead. Game 1 of the 3-game series. 4 total points to be won on a given night. 3 games plus total pins for the day. Caleb Hampton leaves the looks like the head pin. Lombard leaves the 6-10. Could be the 5 pin. That looks like the 5 pin. It's not the head pin. It's the 5 pin. And he just hung on long enough to pick that one up. So nice spare there by Caleb Hampton. Lombard going for his spare. He will pick it up. No, left the 10 pin. He can't believe it. He can't believe it. Okay, Mike Garcia starting the 9th frame. I assume this girl here is an assistant coach here. I can't imagine why she would otherwise be sitting among the bowlers there. Stafford gets 7 pins on his first ball. And Garcia has an open in the 8th. Stafford going for his spare. Picks it up. Nice ball by Nate Stafford. Cody Hampton starting the 9th with a strike. Hampton with the strike. And Osborne gets 9 here in the 9th. On his first ball, leaves the 4 pin. Here's Fortin. He leaves 2, 4, 5. And just missing it by 3 hairs was Osborne. And Fortin misses his spare. Meanwhile, Rock steps up and drops a strike. Turner Cecina for the Cougars. He leaves a 7 pin. Howard Lombard left the 3 pin. And picking up the spare is Cecina. Now Lombard will miss that 3 pin. He missed it by a mile. 570 at the moment to 710. Cougars with a big lead here in the 9th frame. Here's Bayshard. Oh, he avoids a split as the 10 pin falls. That leaves him with just the 8 pin. There's Stafford. He'll complete the 9th frame for the Patriots with a strike. Bayshard will miss his. No, a big hook. A curveball. Picks up the spare. Cody Hampton starting the 10th frame. And he starts it with a split. Not the way he wanted to end up this match. Here's Caleb Hampton. He leaves a 6-9. Looks like Cody Hampton might end up a little bit below his average here. Let's see how he does. Caleb Hampton picks up the spare. 4-7-10. Oh, nice try. Nice try. It rattled around there, but it wasn't able to pick off that. Oh, he actually got a 2-0 something here. 205, 203, 203. So Hampton with a nice game. Nothing to sneeze at, but he gets all the way to that 10th frame and gets that split. So it stopped him from having an outstanding game. Fortin picks up a strike. All right, Garcia going for the spare. He will miss it. Here's Fortin. Fortin doubles. Coming on strong. Garcia finishes with a 92. So that's 35 pins under his 127 average. Hampton with the 203 finished 16 pins over his 187 average. Fortin's last ball here in the 10th. Gets 7 pins. And leaving double wood is Osborne. Let's see what Fortin ended up with, if we can clear that scoreboard. There we go. 152, so Fortin is 23 pins under his 175 average. Osborne misses the spare. Here's Eterna Cecina. And Cecina gets 9 pins. TJ Rapp for the Patriots. Leaves the 1-9. Cecina. This is the pin he has a little trouble with, the 7 pin. Being a lefty. He'll pick it up. Rock will miss the spare. Gave it a good try, but he missed the spare. So let's see here. 129 for Osborne. That's only 4 pins below his average. A 134 for Rock. That's 1 pin below his 135 average. LeBombard up for the Patriots. LeBombard strikes. And here's Cecina. With his fill ball, he gets 8. I'll give him, I believe, a 200. Here's LeBombard. Leaves a couple of them. Cecina carries a 178 average. Got an even 200. LeBombard will miss his spare. Let's get back to Bayshard here. Bayshard strikes. LeBombard gets a 160. That's 7 pins under his 167 average. Bayshard working on a strike. Leaves a 10 pin. Let's see, we got Stafford leaving the 4 pin. Bayshard going for his spare, he'll pick it up. Gives him a 182. So Bayshard with a 173 average is 9 pins over his average. Picking up the spare is Stafford, and here's Caleb Hampton. Hampton strikes. Stafford, I think I said that Lombard was their top bowler, but actually Stafford is. Stafford carries a 173 average. And he gets a spare, let's see here, a 156. So he's 16 pins under his average. Meanwhile, Caleb Hampton doubles. The reason we have to zoom in there is because once the match is over, this little graphic comes up and then we're not able to see the, there we go, until they take it off here. So it's a 671 for the team. Hampton triples to end it. A 162 for Caleb Hampton. So that's 14 pins under his average. And the Cougars take it by quite a bit. The B team has waited for us here. The B team has waited for us. And starting it off with a strike is Dan Ormsby for the Cougars. Up for the Patriots in the B game, getting 9 pins, is Nate Crowningshield. That'll bring up John McGoldrick for Northeastern. And McGoldrick with a strike. There's Crowningshield going for a spare. He will miss it. This is the B team. This match, this game 2 is over here with the B team. We'll move over to the girls. And strike 3 in a row for the Cougars there. And 9 pins for John Bouye. But that strike there, that was Derek Norton with the strike. So that's 3 strikes in a row for the Cougars. Now we have Taylor Andrus. Andrus looking to keep it going, but nope. He'll get looks like 4 pins. And meanwhile, Bouye has an open. Andrus going for his spare. And he will leave just the 5 pin. And bowling is Jordan Bouye for the Patriots. And getting 9 pins is Jordan Bouye. Up for the Cougars, Chris Hack. And Hack with a strike. So 4 out of 5 of the Cougars strike in the first frame. Here's Sean Pulsifer for the Patriots, and he drops a strike. That'll bring up Alan LaBombard for AuSable Valley. And LaBombard gets 8 pins. Now Nate Crowningshield up for the Patriots, and he chops off about 3 of them. The Lombard left the 310. With the 310 to pick up. It's not a train, it's a spare. And he missed the 310, so he'll be late for Yuma. And let's see, Crowningshield gets a few for the frame, and Ormsby up for the Cougars here. Let's see, a strike. for John Bouye. There's Ormsby. Ormsby carries a 126 average. He gets 9 for the frame. Patriots up to the third bowler already. It's Jordan Bouye. And we're up to John McGoldrick for the Cougars. McGoldrick working on the strike. Gets 6 pins. Okay, averages. We'll get that in a moment here. Here's Jordan Bouye looking to pick up his spare. He will pick it up. Averages. McGoldrick, who's up right now, has a 130 average. Ormsby, who the lead bowler for the B team, is a 126 average. Norton a 133, Andrus a 150, and Hack a 152. In the gutter, McGoldrick. On the AuSable Valley side, as we watch Sean Pulsifer get ready to throw it down the lane. Lane 15 and 16 here. He gets 6 pins. And Norton gets 6 pins. On the AuSable Valley side, Crowning Shield is a 116 average. John Bouye a 117. Jordan Bouye a 119. And 8 pins there for Pulsifer. Norton gets 8 for the frame. Sean Pulsifer carries a 121 average, and Alan LeBombard a 126. So the 5 B team bowlers for the Patriots are all within 10 pins of each other. A strike for the Cougars. That was Taylor Andrus. And picking off 9 pins is Alan LeBombard. Excuse me, 7 pins is Alan LeBombard. And a strike here for Chris Hack. LeBombard throwing his spare ball. He will pick it up. So that'll get us to the third frame. And Nate Crowningshield, look out. I think what happened there is, looks like his pants are a little long. Got the droopy drawer syndrome here. You gotta wear those pants kind of low. As Ormsby starts it off with the Cougars. You see his pants are low, so he's ended up stepping on his cuff and lost his footing on that first ball. But he looked good doing it though with those droopy drawers. There's Ormsby. He will spare. And picking up 8 pins is John Bouye. Now McGoldrick up for the Cougars. In the third frame, McGoldrick puts his first ball in the gutter. Bouye going for his spare will miss it. He'll get 8 for the frame. Here's McGoldrick.
Anyone see that?
McGoldrick gets the spare. And Jordan Bouye gets 9 in his first ball. Now Norton taking his time, waiting for Bouye. Bouye misses his spare. Here's Norton. Norton left that 10 pin. Pins were flying all around it. They missed it. Sean Pulsifer up for the Patriots. Pulsiver gets a strike, and Norton misses his spare. So strike for Pulsiver. Taylor Andrus up. He gets 5 pins. And we're up to Alan LeBombard. Not the guy who graduated from Champlain Central in 1964. This is a different Alan LeBombard. 8 pins for the frame for Ormsby. Or no, that's for Andrus. LeBombard leaves the 4 pin. It gets us to Chris Hack. He gets 6 pins on his first ball. This match originally scheduled for a Monday. It's a Tuesday, and we had hoped to get done in a timely fashion and get over to Northeastern for the JV volleyball match. The Cougars Sports Network is covering tonight's varsity match, but AuSable's late arrival tonight, when we got to Northeastern, it'd be much too late to arrive for a JV game. Crowning Shield gets 9 pins to start the 4th frame. And McGoldrick gets 9 pins. Crowning Shield misses his spare. Let's see, Dan Ormsby, what did he do? He got a spare in the 4th frame. There's McGoldrick going for his spare, and he will miss it. Don Bouillet gets 8 pins. Time for that fat-free milk. 6 pins for Norton. Bouillet picking up his spare. Nope. He gets 9 for the frame. Now Norton up for the Cougars. And nice spare by Derek Norton. There's Jordan Bouillet. He strikes for the Patriots. Now over to Taylor Andrus. Andrus with the strike. We got Sean Pulsiver up for AuSable Valley. Pulsiver with the strike. There's Chris Hack for the Cougars. He strikes. The pins are dropping here in the B match, as both teams are knocking them down. 2-10 for the Patriots. As we get to their final bowler of the frame, 261 for the Cougars. Crowning Shield starting the 5th frame, and Alan LeBombard finishing up the 4th frame for the Patriots. Looking to get the 6-10, and he does. Now here's Crowning Shield, who has a split. Looking to send that 1. No, he missed the 1. Got the 2, missed the 1. He's looking to send that 1 into the 10, but it didn't happen. So he gets an open in the 5th. pins for the Cougars. It's Dan Ormsby up for Northeastern. John Bouye for the Patriots. Ormsby will miss his spare. Bouye might, nope, he'll miss his too. There's McGoldrick for the Cougars. Leaves a 10 pin. It fell, 10 pin fell. Jordan Bouye gets 7 for his frame. Late drop there from McGoldrick gives him a strike. Bouye's got double wood there. He's got the 1-5 and the 2. Norton gets 9 pins and Bouye picks up the double wood and the 3 pins for the spare. Norton up for the Cougars. Needs to pick off the lone pin here. He does. I believe that was the 4 pin. There's Pulsifer. Oh, he slips. He slips. No pants cuff for him to step on. Not sure what he's slipped on there. Late drop on a 7, so Taylor Andrus avoids the split. He's got just the 6-10. Got a picket fence over here for Pulsifer. Leaves a 7 pin, so he gets 9 for the frame. Andrus will pick up his spare. Nice ball by Taylor Andrus. Alan LeBombard up for the Patriots. He gets a late drop and a strike. There's Hack up for the Cougars. Hack with a strike. That gives him a double. So all we got, 296 for AuSable, 348 for the Cougars. 52 pin difference. AuSable still within striking distance. Oh, it fell. It fell. 2 strikes here. Nate Crowning Shield, that pin just didn't want to go, but it finally went down. So he gets a strike, and Dan Ormsby starts the Cougars off with a strike. Now we go to John Bouye and John McGoldrick. Bouye gets 7 pins. McGoldrick gets about 4, I think. Bouye leaves the 2-4. Oh, nice try for McGoldrick. Got most of them. He left one. Derek Norton up for the Cougars. He lifts it and ends up getting 5 pins. And we allow for the Patriots another late drop and another strike here. That was Jordan Bouye. Well, the Patriots are staying close to the Cougars here. This is going to go down to the wire, I believe. 10th frame will probably decide this one. 8 for the frame for Norton. Here's Pulsifer. And Pulsifer leaves the 9-10. For the Cougars. Picking off 6 pins was Taylor Andrus. the 2-4-5-8. And getting 9 for the frame was Pulsifer. Here's Andrus. He gets the pins. Spare for Andrus. Alan LeBombard. He gets a strike. It's a double. That's a double for LeBombard. Strike for Hack. That's a three-bagger. A genuine turkey here as we approach Christmas time. A week before the day after Christmas. Starting off the 6th frame with a strike is Dan Ormsby for the Cougars. Here's Crowning Shield, and he got a strike. Crowning Shield with a strike. McGoldrick up for the Cougars. And McGoldrick. Nope, no late drop this time. The 10 pin stands there. Didn't budge. There's John Bouye. Bouye will leave the 5-10. McGoldrick will pick up the spare. Bouye going for his spare, will pick it up. Nice job by John Bouye. I hope Derek Norton was paying attention because he's got a split to pick up. He's got the 6-7. Not quite as bad as a 7-10, but pretty darn close to it. Here's Jordan Bouye, who's working on a strike. He gets 9 pins. And a field goal for Norton. Let's check the total pins here at the moment. 473 for the Cougars. 411 for the Patriots. So the Cougars have actually picked up a few pins since we last looked. But the Patriots are hanging tough. Bouye picks up his spare. Andrus, I think I'll come back and try that again. So he's now set. He throws it and he leaves the 3-6. There's Pulsifer for the Patriots. He gets a strike. A proud moment in his young life here. Here's Andrus. He will miss the spare. He missed the spare. So the pins moved. Alan LeBombard. In the pocket, and he gets the strike. That gives him a turkey. A 3-bagger for LeBombard. Well, he is helping to keep his team in this match. Here's Hack, who is already working on a turkey. And there'll be no dressing on that bird. Nine pins for the frame for Hack. That hurts, working on that triple. Dan Ormsby. We're in the 8th frame. We're in the 8th frame. There's Crowning Shield. He puts it in the gutter. On lanes 15 and 16 here at the Bowl Mart. December 19th, 2006. A spare for Ormsby. There's Crowning Shield. We've already seen one of these spares, 10-pin spares picked up, and there's another one. Crowning Shield picks up the 10-pin spare. And a strike here for McGoldrick. There's John Bouye for the Patriots. Bouye gets 7 pins. Gets us to Derek Norton. And Norton leaves the 5-7. Bouye going for his spare. He will miss it. One after the same pins he'd already gotten. 479 to 563 at the moment. Cougars leading. Norton gets 1 pin. Gets a 9 for the frame. Here's Jordan Bouye. He's got double wood with the 1, 2, 8. And 8 pins for Andres. Bouye will miss his spare. Now Andres going for his spare. 6-10. This is a relatively easy one, and he's got it. There's Pulsifer for the Patriots with a strike. A double for Pulsifer for the Cougars. Pack leaves the 3-6-10. LeBombard up for AuSable Valley. Leaves just the 5 pin. And no. Pack looked good when it left his hands. The 10 pin just avoided the other two pins. 10 pin just stood its ground, and the other pins danced around it. Spare for LeBombard. Getting 7 pins is Crowning Shield. He's got double wood. He's got the 1, 5 and a 3. 1, 5, 3 or 1, 3, 5. Seven pins for Ormsby. Crowning Shield picks up his spare. Ormsby's got the 1, 3, 6 to pick up. And he does it. John Bouye picks off, I believe, 6 pins. 4 pins, leaves 6. McGoldrick up for the Cougars. Puts it in the gutter. Here's Bouye going for his spare. Leaves the 10 pin. At the moment it's 600 to 568, so AuSable Valley is very much in this. They have closed the gap. McGoldrick gets 7 for the frame. Jordan Bouye picks off 3 to start his 9th frame. We're in the 9th, and just about a 30 pin difference between these two teams at the moment. Norton leaves the 1, 2, 4, and Jordan Bouye will have an open here in the 9th. The girls team up next. As we finish with this one, Norton will miss the spare, miss the head pin. There's Pulsifer for the Patriots working on a double. And there'll be no triple this time around. Andres for the Cougars. He leaves the 4-7. A spare for Pulsiver. Taylor Andrus will pick up his spare. Everything is important at this point. Let's check that score. With one bowler to go in the ninth frame, it's 641 to 596. 8 pins for Le Bombard. Hack for the Cougars with a strike. Chris Hack got himself a nice game this time.
This is unfair.
5 in a row over there for Cody Hampton. Bowling next door here. Spare for Le Bombard. Now we're starting the 10th frame. And Crowning Shield. Crowning Shield gets a 9-pin start. And strike for Dan Ormsby. Crowning Shield gets his spare. He was ready to sit down, but it's the 10th frame. There's Ormsby working on the strike. Gets 9 pins. Ormsby puts it in the gutter. I'll give him a 121. Crowning Shield a 116 average. It's a 121. Here's Ormsby. He'll miss his spare. Ormsby gets a 176, I guess. A strike here for Jordan Bouye. There's McGoldrick. Goldrick gets 8 pins. What does it look like at the moment here? 633 to 680. And John Roberts called on again to get the pins rolling. There's McGoldrick. McGoldrick will miss his spare. Let's see, a 176 there for Ormsby with a 126 average. 130 McGoldrick right on his average. 121 for Crowning Shield. Here's Derek Norton gets 8 pins. The pins are up for John Bouye. And he knocks down 5 of them. Norton will miss his spare. Well, Norton with the open gives him a 111. That's 22 pins below his average. Bouye, as the Patriots look to pull this one out, Bouye gets an open. Bouye got an 87, which is quite a bit below his 117 average. About 30 pins as I add them up or subtract them. At the moment, it's 696 for the Cougars, 639 for the Patriots. Here's Jordan Bouye. Gets a late drop on the 10 pin. He says, I will gladly take it. And that's a big ball there for the Patriots to keep their hopes alive. Cougars awaiting Taylor Andrus. And double here for Bouye. Over here, let's see what we had here. We had a 211 for Cody Hampton, so he's got 200 games. Jordan Bouye gets 9 pins. So we'll have to wait till the next bowler before we figure out what he got. All right, Norton with the 111. Here's Taylor Andrus now. Left a 10 pin. There's Sean Pulsifer for the Patriots. He gets a strike. The Patriots closing the gap here a little bit. 668. In the gutter. For Andrus. Well, let's see. 111, 143 for Andrus. 155 for Jordan Bouye. Strike. A double here gives Sean Pulsifer. Oh, he's got another ball coming. So let's see. Jordan Bouye carries a 119 average, so he's up above his average. And a triple to end the game here for Pulsifer. So he gets a 182, which is 61 pins over his average. Let's check the totals here as we get set for the last bowler. 708 to 714. 9 pins for Alan LeBombard. The Cougars waiting on Hack. Hack now finally comes up. Hack working on a strike. In the driver's seat. He's working on the strike and his team has the advantage. He will pick off 9 pins. This game's still up there. If LeBombard spares, he missed the spare. So he'll finish with a 181, team total of 726. And the Cougars have won this one by a close margin. As Hack picks up the spare. Well, over there, 726. 181 for the Bombard, 126 average, 182 for Pulsifer with a 121 average. Here's the fill ball for Hack. He gets 8 pins. They'll give him a 182 and a team total of team total didn't change. It's got to be higher than that 734 because it was already at 734. Anyway, the Cougars take it. A 182 for Hack, 30 pins above his average. And we're going to move over to the girls team and see what's happening there. 234 for Danielle Tierney to wrap up the second game. Cougars winning by 381 pins.
Tomorrow is going to be Liv.
So we are here for the fourth frame. It'll be hard for Tierney to match that 234, but we'll see how good she does. We have a sub here, Liz Kelly, called into action here for the AuSable Valley Patriots. Takara Hathaway had been their lead bowler, and she injured her finger. So for the third frame, the third game, the one we are covering, we have a sub. I don't think I've ever seen a substitute come in the middle of a match before, but it's happened here on this December 19th, 2006. Megan Friend starts it off with an open, and Kelly will pick up the spare to start things here for the AuSable Valley girls in Game 3 of this three-game series. Kelsey Deso drops 8 pins. She gives me a dirty look here. Says, I've been knocking them down all night, and you decide to show up and jinx me. Crystal Borden up for the Patriots. And she gets 8 pins. Friend, make that Diesel has an open here to start things in the third game. That'll get us to Claudine Corson. Well, no, excuse me, it does not. It gets us to Borden, who picks up her spare. And over on the Cougar side, Kayla DeCoste picks off 6 pins. We're going to turn it over to our sideline reporter, Jim Tierney, to bring us an update on some of the previous games.
Thank you, Calvin. Again, this is AuSable Valley girls against Northeastern. This is the third game of a 3-game set. We just have Stephanie Kelly. We've got 3 pins here on lane 12. This is a Cougars home match here. AuSable Valley Bulls in AuSable Forks at Riverside Lanes. That's their home thing. Lanes. As this, sorry about that. This is the third bowler, Claudine Corson. Claudine had a 105 and a 141 her first 2 games. Now the next bowler here on lane 12 is Steph Kelly. Steph had a 102 and a 90 for her first 2 games. It's a 4-point format. You get 1 point for each game and 1 point total for the evening. The Cougars right now have had 2 fantastic games. They had a 1077 and 1035 to AuSable Valley 722 and 772. As Steph Kelly ends up leaving the 4-7 spare. DeCoste, whose ball is stuck in the back, is waiting for it. It's come back now. She will attempt her washout here as Steph Kelly misses the 2 pins. DeCoste shooting and ends up getting 2 out of the 4. So Kayla ends up with 8 for the frame. Her first 2 games are 175 and 193. As we have Cassie Weldman, the anchor bowler for the Patriots, and she strikes here in the first frame. Sarah Kelly, Sarah Winters, the 4th bowler for Northeastern, she gets a strike also. Winters had games of 172 and 149. Now the anchor bowler for Northeastern, Danielle Tierney, as Tierney's going to come up light and leave just the 2-pin. Tierney, who's averaging 185, had games of 205 and 234 to start the match. Megan Friend, who's a leadoff bowler for Northeastern. Friend, who averages 163, had games of 211 and 158. As we're waiting for a ball again, we have a break in the action. As we see Kelsey Deso here, 2nd bowler for Northeastern. Kelsey, 153 average bowler. She had games of 171 and 158. She strikes. So after a handful of opens, Cougars are starting to rebound here as Winters strikes. Tierney will miss the 2-pin. Slide right by it. That's to end the first frame. To start the second frame, Friend and Deso have struck. Kayla DeCoste also strikes. So in the second frame, first three bowlers for Northeastern have struck. As the leadoff bowler, Liz Kelly. Liz, whose average is 83, this is her first game. She spared the first frame and she's gotten one here. As Sarah Winters will get 8, leaving the 5-8. Winters, 153 average bowler. Again, she had 172, 149, as Liz gets 8 for the frame. And Winters will pick up her spare. So we're back to the second bowler, Crystal Borden. She averages 100. She had games of 59 and 99. And she will get the ball across the lane and she'll end up with a gutter. So this is the Cougars' fourth match of the season, their second home match. They've been on the road twice, and this is their second home match. The girls have a record of 11-1. They've only lost one. They're in first place currently, behind Beekmantown, as Crystal tries to adjust and it goes in the other gutter. So Crystal picks up no pins for the second frame, giving her 10 as she had a spare in the first. And that'll bring up the third bowler, Claudine Curson. Claudine's a 101 average bowler. And she's working on a spare. And she will get 1. As we move here to the we're in the second frame now. Cougars are waiting till AuSable catches up, as they started out with 3 strikes and a spare. And Claudine will get 7 more pins, giving her 8 for the frame, giving her 19 for the total for 2. Claudine's been the one that's bowled the best. She's had games of 105, 141 to go with her 101 average. As Tierney's going to be shooting and come up a little high, and she strikes. Ball held good there. Again, Tierney had games of 205 and 234 out of the gate to go with her 185 average. And our fourth bowler for the Patriots, Steph Kelly. Steph, 112 average bowler, had games of 102 and 90. Back to Liz Kelly on lane 12. And she will come high and she will carry, as we call that a snowplow. The pin's just folded. As Steph Kelly will get 1 more pin, so she'll end up 4 for the frame. She'll have 12 after 2. And this is a handicap type league. The Patriots have 260 pins handicap, and the Cougars have 143. So the Cougars will spot the Patriots 117 pins per game. And again, it's a 4-point series system, which you get 1 point for each game and 1 for total for the evening. As anchor bowler Cassie Wellman gets 7.
Pretty much equal to 100 on the end.
Wellman gets 5, and second bowler Crystal Borden gets 7. Crystal ends up missing, and Wellman will spare. So Wellman starts out with a strike and a spare as the anchor bowler for the Patriots. She averages 122. She had games of 129 and 85. Now to the leadoff bowler for Northeastern, as we have the third bowler for AuSable, Claudine. She will get 1. Leadoff bowler Megan Friend, as Megan comes up light, leaves a 2, 4, 5 spare. Friend, who averages 163. Then you have Deso, Decos, and Winners all at 153, and Tierney, the anchor, is 185. As Corson gets 7 for the frame, Friend chops her spare. We'll have the second bowler for the Cougars, Kelsey Deso. As Deso will come up heavy and leave just the 4-7 spare. And we have the Steph Kelly for the Patriots, and she strikes. Deso will be sparing the 4-7 here in the third frame.
Nobody goes to the box until everybody's done.
As Wellman working on a spare, she gets 7 pins.
That way.
Kayla DeCoste for Northeastern, the third bowler. She also leaves a 4-7. As Wellman will miss the spare, that's her first open. DeCoste shooting cross lanes for hers, and she will cover it nicely. Nice spare by DeCoste. Sarah Winters bowling for Northeastern, and she will get 9 pins, leaving the 10 pin. Winners at games of 172 and 149. And the coach for Northeastern is Jeremy Winners, and the coach for AuSable Valley is Dave LaFountain. As Winners will spare in the third. So Sarah opens with a strike and a pair of spares. That'll bring up the anchor bowler Tierney to finish out the third frame for Northeastern. Tierney working on a strike. Looking for a double to pick up her open that she had in the first. And she's got it out there, and a little light leaves the 8-10 split. Ball just didn't have enough drive. As Friend will lead off the fourth frame, and she will strike. So Megan strikes both times on 12 and open both times on 11. As Tierney gets one of the two. Kelsey Deso on lane 12, and she'll come up high, leaving the 6-10. Back to lane 11, and leadoff bowler Liz Kelly. Liz will get 7. And the boys have 2 teams, so it's an 8-point system with them. They have 4 for each team. So each evening match is worth 8 points. As Deso will spare her 2. Liz Kelly will get 2 of her 3, give her 9 for the frame. We have back to lane 12 for Kayla DeCoste.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kayla working on a spare. And she will get strike as a 5-pin falls forward. So Friend open with a strike. We have Deso with a spare, DeCoste with a strike. As Crystal Borden will strike for AuSable Valley. Sarah Winters on lane 12. She will get 6 pins. As Claudine will get 1. Back to winners on lane 12. And she will spare, so we have a pair of strikes and a pair of spares to open the fourth for the Cougars. As Corson will get 6 pins total for her frame. Tierney looking to rebound and will come up light, leaving the 2 pin. As Steph Kelly will get 8 pins. Her first shot here in the fourth. Tierney will spare the 2 pin. So all 5 bowlers for Northeastern pick up a mark in the fourth. They're trailing by 25 pins right now. As Steph Kelly misses her 2. And Liz Kelly will get 9. Cassie Weldman for Patriots, she'll leave the 5 pin. Again, Wellman had games of 129 and an 85 to go with her 122 average. Liz Kelly has yet to bowl on this pair as she misses the 5 pin. There was an injury to the leadoff bowler Takara Hathaway. Takara had a 99 average at games of 67 and 97. Has Wellman spared the 5 pin. We have Megan Friend leading off the 5th frame for the Cougars. Comes high, leaves the 6-10. Crystal Borden leaves the 1-3-8. And she will get one of them. As we pick up action, we're with Claudine. We'll get 6 pins. And Corson will be shooting the 1, 2, 4, 5, and she'll get 3 of those. As Fren will spare hers. That's Megan's first spare of the game. And again, if you like what you're seeing, please send your donation to Hometown Cable. As we see Steph Kelly get 9, leaving the 7 pin. Kelsey Deso will be on lane 11, and she will strike. So Friend starts with a spare, Deso with a strike. Halfway through the match. And Steph Kelly will spare the 7 pin. Doesn't matter how hard you hit them as long as they fall down. Kayla DeCoste will get 7 for her first shot. Anchor bowler Wellman for the Patriots. She will get 7 also. Again, we'd like to welcome our viewers to the game between the Patriots of AuSable Valley and the Cougars of Northeastern, as Kayla DeCoste gets 9 pins for the frame. And Wellman will get 7 for hers.
Okay, Cassie, run away.
Sarah Winters for Northeastern. She will leave the 3-pin wiggling. So we move to lane 12 and Megan Friend to lead off here in the 6th frame. And Friend will trip the 4-pin. She will strike. Megan Friend has thrown a strike in all 3 shots on 12. Struggling a little bit on lane 11. As Winters will pick up her spare. That's the gist of the game. You bowl on 2 lanes. Sometimes you can hit one, not the other. Or else you struggle on both of them, or you're good on both of them. As Diesel will get 3 pins. Tierney will come up light and leave the 2-pin.
Yeah, you said that.
Diesel on lane 12, shooting for her spare.
Isn't that when you give them
Working on a strike, and she's going to get 9 pins total for her frame. As Danielle Tierney shooting the 2-pin, and she will spare it. So Tierney ends up with a spare in the 5th, so Northeastern will pick up 4 marks in the 5th frame. And they will now take a 30-pin lead with half a game to go as DeCoste leaves a 10-pin. Leadoff bowler Liz Kelly for Patriots, and she ends up getting a gutter in her first shot. DeCoste will spare the, no, she'll miss it just by a hair. Ball hook quick off the lane. And Liz Kelly will get 3 pins total for her frame. Again, we'd like to welcome you to the match between AuSable Valley Patriots and the Cougars. It's a home match at the Bowl Mart. Cougars home lanes, as Sarah Winters will get 9, leave the 7-pin. Crystal Borden. Crystal will get 7 also. She'll get 7, leaving the 1, 3, 9. And Winters will spare the 7-pin. Borden opens. It'll bring up the 3rd bowler for the Patriots, Claudine Corson. Corson a 101 average. Again, she had games of 105 and 141. She leaves the 8-pin. Corson for the spare, and she will cover it. So we have the 4th bowler for Patriots, Steph Kelly. Kelly, a 112 average bowler, games of 102 and 90, and she will get 6 pins. Anchor bowler for Northeastern, Danielle Tierney. And Tierney will come up light again and leave the 2-pin. Steph Kelly on 11, and she will get 6 for the frame. Tierney shooting the 2-pin, and she covers it. So the Cougars will pick up 3 marks in the 6th frame. AuSable Valley has 1 with their anchor bowler to shoot now. Cassie Wellman. Wellman, their highest average at 122. She'll leave the 5-10 split. Liz Kelly will also leave the split. It'll be the 4-5. Picking up Wellman on lane 11. She needs to hit the 5 light on the left-hand side and push it into the 10. So she'll take 8 for the frame, as Kelly will get 9 for her frame. We have Megan Friend on lane 11 working on a strike, looking for her first double of the game, and she gets it. Again, if you like what you're seeing here on Hometown Cable, send your donation to Hometown Cable, 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York, 12919. Or if you see Calvin out and about in some of these events, I'm sure he'll be happy if you hand it right to him. As we have Crystal Borden getting 7, Kelsey Deso getting 9, leaving the 10 pin for Deso, the 1-3-6 for Borden. As Borden will cover the spare.
She's up to 2
Picking up action here, we have the third bowler, Claudine Corson, for the Patriots. She will leave the 2 pin. As Deso shooting the 10, and she'll ride the rail. Nice shot by Deso. She will get her spare as Corson misses hers. Again, Deso, Kayla DeCoste, and Sarah Winters all averaging 153 for the Cougars. As Kayla DeCoste will come high and leave the 4-7. Steph Kelly for the Patriots will get 8 pins for the first shot. Again, the Patriots' home lanes is AuSable Forks. It's Riverside Lanes. As DeCoste will get 1 of 2 pins. And Steph Kelly will get 1 of her 2 also. So we have 9 for each of them on their frame. Bringing up Winters, the 4th bowler for the Cougars. She will leave the 3-5-6. And the anchor bowler, Weldman, for the Patriots, she will get 6 pins her first shot, as Winters spares. So Sarah's throwing a pretty good game. She has all marks in 7 frames. Tierney shooting on lane 11. And comes up high, leaves a 10 pin. Weldman will get 3 of her 4 pins. So Cassie, who has a 122 average, has bowled 129 and an 85, and Tierney will catch the 10 pin. Friend looking for a triple, she leaves the 10 pin. And after 7 frames, we have the Cougars with 699 and the Patriots with 611, as Fran will pick up her spare. And we have moving to Liz Kelly, leadoff bowler for Patriots, who guttered on her first shot. She'll get 3 for the frame. Kelsey Deso will come high, leaving the 6-10. There's 8 teams in the CVAC bowling, and there's 5 different lanes that they bowl at throughout the North Country, as the Cougars are defending CVAC champions for both the boys and the girls. As Deso spares, we have Crystal Borden. She will get 3 pins. We have Peru, PHS, Saranac, and Beekmantown all bowl at North Bowl in Plattsburgh. Ticonderoga bowls in Ticonderoga. As Borden gets 3 pins to get 7 for the frame, Kayla DeCoste will strike here in the 8th frame. The Cougars bowl here at the Bowl Mart. The Patriots at Riverside Lanes and AuSable Forks, and the Mariah Vikings Bowl in Mineville at the VFW there. It's always interesting when most of the teams go there. It's in the cellar of the VFW. There's 6 lanes. There's 8 lanes in AuSable Forks, 10 lanes in Ticonderoga. You have the 16 lanes here at the Bowl Mart and 32 in Plattsburgh. As Claudine gets 3 per frame. Sarah Winters gets 7, leaving the 1-3-8. Winters looking to keep a clean game and will have her first open here in the 8th frame. Steph Kelly will get 3 pins to start the 8th for her first shot. As Tierney comes up on lane 12, looking to get back on track, and she will come up light again, leaving the 2-4. After games of 205 and 234 for Danielle, she seemed to have lost it here, coming up light on most of her shots. As Steph Kelly's going to get 9 for the frame, Tierney's going to get 1. So Tierney will have 121 after 8. Back to the anchor bowler for the Patriots, Weldman. And Wellman will get 6 for her first shot in the 8th frame. Liz Kelly will leave the 5 pin to start out the 9th for the Patriots. Weldman will convert her spare. And so will Liz Kelly. On 11, we have Megan Friend for the Cougars. And Friend will cross and carry. Brooklyn strike.
First goal. First goal. First goal.
Again, Friend had the other 200 game for the Cougars at 211.
Pretty much.
Okay, Dad.
As Crystal Borden will get 9 for first shot. Kelsey Deso will cross over and she will also strike. So Fran and Megan Fran and Kelsey Deso both with Brooklyn strikes to bring up third bowler DeCoste. As the bowlers are.
I never give up on my team.
And DeCoste will get an 8, leaving the 9-10. Borden will miss her spare.
Been good for the other ball.
Again, we'd like to welcome those of you that are just tuning in. This is the final game of the girls' match of Northeastern and AuSable Valley as Kayla DeCoste, the third bowler for Northeastern, gets 8 for the frame. Third bowler for the Patriots will strike, and that will be Claudine Corson. Again, if you look at your local listings to check and see what's going on in hometown cable, you can catch this in its entirety and see what other sporting events or local events are being held. As Sarah Winters, the fourth bowler for the Cougars, will get 8 pins. Fourth bowler for the Patriots, Steph Kelly, will cross and get 8 also, as Winters will miss her 2 pins. Bringing up Tierney. And Tierney will trip the 4-pin, coming up a little high. As her father will say, well, I guess you won't miss that spare, Danielle. As Kelly will spare. So right now we have, in the 9th frame, we have 3 strikes for the Cougars. The Patriots are still have 3 marks right now with their anchor bowler to bowl, as Liz Kelly will start the 10th frame, leaving the 5-9. Weldman will get 1 pin. Kelly will miss hers. Kelly will end up with 97, which is 14 pins above her 83 average. As Wellman gets 4 for the frame. We're back to lane 11 in the 10th frame. Second bowler, Crystal Borden, and Borden will get 9, her first shot. Megan Friend will get 9 also, her first shot here in the 10th frame. In a moment we'll try to get you a recap because the boys match is over, and as they're recapping the scores we'll try to get it before everybody's done. No, as Borden gets 1 of her 2 pins. I didn't see the back one there. It'll give her 89 to go with her 100 average. As Friend spares. Friend will cross on her shot and she'll end up with 186. As Friend bowls 186, which is 23 pins above her 163 average. As Deso gets 7, we have Corson will get 9. Megan Friend will bowl 555 for her triple. Borden had 247 for 3 games. Again, Hathaway, who only bowled 2 games, had 164 for 2 games. And Kelly ended up with a 97, so their total ended up being 261 for the leadoff bowler. As Deso spares and Corson misses hers. Corson will end up with an even 100 to go with her 101 average. But she will bowl 346, so she bowls above her average for the day. As Deso gets 8. Fourth bowler Steph Kelly will get 7. In a moment we will check Kelsey's score here. Again, Kelsey, Kayla, and Sarah all have 153 averages, so Kelsey bowls 170. So that'll be 17 pins above her average, as DeCoste comes a little high, leaving the 2-7 split. And Diesel ends up with a 499 triple, which is above her average, as Steph Kelly ends up with 9, ends up with 104. She'll have 296 to go with her 112 average, as DeCoss ends up with 129. Under her 153 average, Weldman will get 8. So Kayla DeCoss will end up with 497 for the day, and Winners will strike her first shot in the 10th frame. What'd the boys do? You know?
What's that?
What'd the boys do?
4.5, 3.5, I believe.
Huh?
Oh, you guys won by 2? Okay.
And we got 1.
3.
Okay.
Okay.
As Wellman gets 9 for the frame, she has 109. And Winners will strike. Weldman gets 109 to go their 122 average. An update in the boys: the Cougar boys will become victorious. They will end up winning 5-3. As Winners throws a triple to go 173, 20 pins above her average. And Winners will go 494. So we have 555 for Megan Friend, Diesel with 499, 497 for DeCoss, 494 for Winners, as Danielle Tierney seemed to have found it here in the 9th and 10th frame. Tierney on a double, looking for a triple. She's got it out there, but it's riding high. She's got 9. So Danielle's all by herself left. And it looks like the Cougars are going to pick up this win also, because they're ahead 970 to 759. So they will end up winning 4 games to none. So they will remain in first place. As we have a ball stuck again, and we see Nate Roberts going down to get it. Again, on behalf of Hometown Cable, we'd like to wish each and every one a very happy and joyous New Year and happy holiday season. And we see Nate Roberts there retrieving the ball, as Tierney is going to end up with her shooting the 6-pin, and she will convert it for a 170 game, giving her 609 for the day. Tierney throwing 609, and again the Cougar girls winning 4-0 over AuSable Valley.
So, our thanks to Jim Tierney. We turned it over to him for a sideline report, and he refused to give up the mic. So it's great to have the voice of Cougar bowling back on Hometown Cable. Thanks for watching, and for those of you supporting Hometown Cable's ongoing efforts.